Okay, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We are about to start a Universal Love Collective. You guys will have to take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. I do offer private readings. If you guys are looking to book a private reading, you can always use the link in the description of this video, or you can use the link over in my bio. All of my private readings are done same day. All of my private readings are done same day. I'm looking for a specific deck. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I found it. So we're going to see what's coming out. Oh, I do have downloads for this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where are they? Okay. Oh, it's stuck. My bad. I had to find my book. So the downloads that I have for this particular reading, let's see what they are. Someone not being satisfied with their position in the system. Someone is no longer is satisfied or is not satisfied with their position in some type of system or partnership or business or something like that. It says everybody has something to say and nothing to do, and that is why someone is not satisfied with their position. And the last, it's only 3 downloads that I have for this, which is someone not being satisfied with their position. Everybody has something to say and nothing to do. And someone coming in contact with like a long lost family member or meeting a family member that they didn't know that they had could be of significance. Like family that they didn't know that they had, family that they didn't know existed. Okay. Ooh, all of those could be of significance for this particular reading. I am going to be using Burning Heart. This was the deck that I was feeling guided to pull today for this reading just to see what pops out. Oh, I realize all the mistakes I've made. That card just tried to pop out even though I did put it back. I realize all the mistakes I've made. Very first card. We have I'm ready for commitment. So someone is ready for commitment after realizing all the mistakes they've made. This has been something that's been, let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. What's the messages here, Spirit? What's the energy of the day? We have, I'll take this one and I'll put that one back. I've been working on myself. I'm not the same as I was before. And I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Okay, so this is someone that's definitely ready to take accountability, for the actions that could have hindered this relationship, the actions that they took that may have hindered this relationship, hindered this connection, hindered harmony. I hate seeing you with them. Bottom of the deck, I want to treat you the way that you deserve. Okay, so someone could be fearful or worried about you connecting with someone else. This is kind of giving that King of Pentacles energy that we picked up on yesterday. If you guys weren't here yesterday, please be sure to go check out the reading from yesterday. This could be completely different energy, but it is feeling very similar to that King of Pentacles energy from yesterday. So we're going to tap in to see what the vibe is here for this person. Obviously, they're wanting to take accountability for their actions and try to initiate something deeper, something stronger here for the two of you. So it's really just about how serious they are about this, and if you guys are the lovers I see on the bottom of the deck, but I can't use that one, so I'll pick another one. But how serious they are about like y'all's connection. So I'm gonna tap into their energy to see what's tea, and then I'm also gonna tap into y'all's energy as well to see what's popping out, to see what's fixing to pop out here with this entire reading. I feel like I'm gonna do like a versus, like their energy and your energy, and then what's y'all's energy together. So let's see. Oh, I have some space. I can actually put this right here. Cool, cool, cool. What's their energy, spirit? The Emperor. I like. Okay, this person isn't coming and playing any games. You know, unfortunately, they was playing games in the beginning, which, like I said, could have hindered this relationship from coming together in a harmonious way. But they're not looking to play any games now. Okay. Ooh, is that supposed to be reversed? No, it's not. It's upright. Wait. All of these cards are supposed to be the same way. I could have sworn. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I want my cards to tell a story today, you know, as they do every day, but I don't want reversals. I want you guys to be able to see the imagery and the cards. So just give me a second to fix her up and get her dressed up. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are doing well. All of my private readings are done same day for anyone that might be looking to book me for a reading. If you would like to send me a tip or a donation, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity. I think we are good to go. I think we are good to go. So, give me some more energy here with this Emperor spirit. What's going on with the Emperor? Aries energy could be of significance. Oh, wow. The Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups talks a lot about wish fulfillments. You know, being in a happy space or place. Multiple, there are a plethora of things that you can embark on that brings you true happiness and fulfillment in life. You know, you are not lacking in any of those aspects. But it says, we have this here with I've been working on myself and I'm not the same as I was before. You know, so this really does attest to how this person has been aligning, you know, with what it is that they truly want, aligning with their goals, aligning with their divinity. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Please clarify the spirit. The Nine of Wands is right here. Oh, we have 999. Should they be together? We have 999, and then we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups was here, but I'm seeing, of course, 999 all together. I see the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, I see the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. You know, to have a reconciliation here in this relationship and connection is going to truly be someone's wish fulfillment. But that's just the first step, to get back in is the first step. That it's now having to assess and address the state and the reality of the relationship. You get being comfortable with this person all over again and trusting them to be whoever they claim to be now, and so on and so forth. There's a lot more than just getting back in your good graces. I feel like has a lot to do with compatibility and companionship and so on and so forth. That this person really does worry about if you'll be able to really not just forgive them for the past, but really move on from it. Really see past what they've already shown you is what they'll fear. It's like, I knew I shouldn't have done this, or I knew I shouldn't have given you X, Y, and Z, and that's exactly what they do not want. Okay, they want you to be able to trust them. The Three of Swords is out here, but that is going to be a very hard task to do, especially considering the circumstances of this connection and relationship, especially if some of you guys are already connected to another party, you know. So, let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength and we have the Page of Pentacles. So that just shows me that this person is willing to do what it takes to really go the distance here in this relationship and connection. When it comes to reconciling and getting back on good terms with you. Let's see. Uh, the feminine. I was going to ask Spirit to clarify the feminine energy, or clarify the energy that they are looking to pursue. The very first card I have out here is the Sun. So we have some Leo energy, and we also have some Aries energy. Could be two fire signs together, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have we do have Aries and Leo energy out here though. So give me some clarity about this person, Spirit. The person that they're looking to pursue. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is you know what I'm picking up from this Ace of Swords? It's like someone that it's not like they only give you one chance, but you only have one time to show this person who you are, and after that it's like they believe you the first time. They're not going to. Okay, the Ace of Swords is telling me that this person is very sure. Once you give them, once they have that idea made up in their mind, it is very hard to sway them or change their idea. This could be, yeah, Leo, seriously. Okay, the Ace of Swords out here. If it doesn't make sense in this person's life, they're not going to be investing any time, effort, and energy into it. It seems like everything in this person's life has to make sense. Clarify the Ace of Swords here, Spirit. The Ten of Cups. Especially when it comes to love. They're not looking for any illusions or confusion. And the first time that is presented, that will be the last time. The first time will, in fact, be the last time. Hi, Sagittarius. So this person definitely they run a strict program, but for all the right reasons. They know that they have a high quality of love that a lot of people don't know how to handle. I see Temperance, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that a lot of people don't know how to handle, or a lot of people don't know how to do right by. So once they see that you are incapable of handling their love, they're going to separate themselves. Ooh, okay. The Moon is out here. This is triggering, maybe for this person to this entire, which is why they need that clarity. They need the truth. The Eight of Pentacles, yes, it is very much well triggering. This could have been something that they experienced in their own personal life or something that they were a bystander to. So this could be their parents. This could be their family. This could be somebody that they share a prior family with. Something of that nature where there were a lot of illusions and there were a lot of uncertainty and there was a lot of shadow energy, that this person no longer dibbles and dabbles in, especially when it's not necessary for them. They have, with the clarity that they have, or with them dedicating their time, effort, and energy into the things that quote unquote make sense, they have so much abundance. There would be no reason for them to step over into the dark side or into a space of unknown territory. It's not necessary for them. I feel like this person is not looking for validation from any other person, place, or thing, or, they're not looking. They're just not looking. They're content. They're content. They're living. They're not looking. They're living. The King of Wands. So much fire energy. This has to be two fire signs. It has to be two fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is out here. Prominent. Dominant. Okay, let's see. So what's the energy of these two together then, Spirit? What's their energy together? What's their energy together? The Ace of Cups. There is a lot of love here, or it's a very strong one. It's a very potent one. It's one that cannot be denied and one that's not easily forgotten. Or one that cannot be denied, or one that's not easily forgotten. The Fool is here right behind that, though. The Star. A lot of major arcanas, the big ones are coming out. You have the Ace of Cups out here. You have the Fool out here. You have the Star out here. There's something about this energy that is so, I don't know. It's like when you have that person that wants what's best for you. They bring out what's best in you. They cater to that. They nurture that. And vice versa. The energy that was shared amongst these two people, it was very potent, very strong here. They could see each other, and I feel like something about that scared one of them, or maybe even both of them. I mean, it can be very fucking scary, honestly. It can be very scary when someone can see you for all of your flaws and all and still accept you, especially if you aren't in a space or place where you have fully accepted yourself. But in this case, I feel like it was good. It was good for both sides here. The Ace of Cups and the Fool and the Star is amazing energy. It's like us against the world, or we can face anything together. Okay, the Three of Wands is right here, and the Hierophant is behind that. Oh my gosh. Another major arcana. Let's just point that out. Let's just point that out. But we have the Three of Wands here talking about vision and direction and dreams and goals and affirmations. And, this is 5-year, 10-year plans, so on and so forth. The two of them together, there was no reason they should have, come apart. There was no reason. What was the reason? What was the reason, Spirit? What broke them apart? Was it because it was so potent? Was it because it was too right? Because I'm not quite understanding how everything here is good. You have the Ace, you have the love, you have the vision, you have the ability. There's no real baggage here, especially with the Fool. You have the Star, for both parties. It's not, one person that has motion and the other person don't have no motion, but both parties have motion to plan something. The Hierophant is here indicating that the Almighty Most High Divine God was even backing it. So what happened? The King of Cups, it was too much. This has to do with somebody's emotions. Those emotions, maybe because we are talking about a lot of fire energy. Somebody may not have been all that good with their emotions, or the King of Cups being the reason for the separation. Talking about, of course, someone being emotionally imbalanced or emotion. I don't even know, like that, for lack of a better term. That's just what I'm gonna say. Somebody was unable to balance their emotions out in a timely manner to be able to go on this path here. Okay, so what? All right. The tower. Damn, damn, damn. What's behind the tower? The Six of Wands. I'm talking about everything. This is like failing an open book test. This is like failing an open book test because everything was set up for a win. Everything was set up for a win. All someone had to do was be who they are. Just be who you naturally are. I don't know if someone was thinking that they had to become someone different or something instead of letting the journey, like, oh my gosh, this is like someone becoming who they think they need to be as opposed to letting the journey, really sculpt them and mold them into what's needed for the relationship. It's like they was like on off or something, like, okay, I'm going from this into this, I gotta, it's like they were overthinking it. All they had to be is who they naturally are. And somehow, some way, they turned this into rocket science, or somehow, some way, they allowed themselves to get too wrapped up into their own emotions here. The Magician, bro. All you had to do was be yourself. It was a good thing that they were taking, the fact that they were going to be into a relationship into consideration, and a lot of their temperance tendencies were going to have to be switched over into the lovers. That is completely understandable, but that's not something that happens overnight. That's something that happens gradually throughout the relationship. But somebody was just ready to throw themselves. I'm picking up on like a pressure cooker, something being extremely hot, and then someone putting it in ice cold water, and this shit exploding, and it's like, just everything was gonna be good. All you had to do was walk the path. All you had to do was walk the path. Oh man, the Seven of Pentacles is out here. Well, can't change the past, but we can for damn sure do something about the future. So we have the Seven of Pentacles here. This person, like what they said, they've been working on themselves. They're not who they used to be. They're not who they were before. They have, I feel like this person has gone through that shift from the King of Wands into the King of Cups, themselves without being connected to anyone else. Okay, the Death card. Yeah, they went through that transformation themselves. Okay, and with that, they've been able to do quite well for themselves. They've been able to do quite well for themselves, working from their heart to their mind instead of working from their mind to their heart. It just makes more sense in this particular situation. The Chariot and the Death card. And now you see how we're going from all of this fire, right? And now we're getting into the water signs. Now we have Cancer. Now we have Scorpio here. Listen, and we have Libra right behind that. There is. Okay. All right. There is a shift that's happening in the energy, or happening in this person's energy. The Ace of Cups out here, though, is telling me that it's happening in this entire connection, because the Ace of Cups is very, very telling about the overall energy. As I said, very, very telling about the overall energy here. Though these two people could have been separated, though they could have been apart from one another, the love that they shared, like I said, cannot be denied. I hear this siren going off behind me again. The love that they share with one another cannot be denied. So the Five of Cups is here, though. Clarify this Five of Cups. with the Seven of Pentacles. Bam. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Queen of Pentacles. So, more Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. This is... Now, this King of Pentacles, they're not a King of Pentacles. In this particular storyline, they are showing up as the Emperor. Though the Queen of Pentacles is still the one that is, highly desired at this time, at least for my collective. A lot of masculines, especially King of Pentacles energy, they're looking for their counterpart. They like the Queen of Pentacles is in high demand in my collective right now, and she does not want anything less than the best. Okay, she does not want anything less than the best. Okay, I know that's right, Queen of Pentacles, because she ain't showing her face until the time is absolutely right. The Empress, she isn't showing her face until the time is absolutely right. The Four of Cups. Why should she? Why should she have to? All right, so I see the Empress and I see the Emperor. In all actuality, this Empress is really just playing hard to get. I feel like she really does want this Emperor to do whatever he needs to do to get himself in position so that they can go on his path and journey. But she's not doing, or she's not going to go if this person isn't ready. I just can obviously see she isn't entertaining any other parties. Okay, it's Cap. Oh my. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Hi, Melissa. Hello. What's happening here? Clarify the page. Clarify the Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit. The Ten of Swords. Shoot him down. Being shot down left and right. Left and right. But there's something... The Knight of Cups. But there's a part of her that is... I don't want to say lost. But there's a part of her that feels defeated after every time she turns down someone else waiting for this Emperor. Or, in the process of waiting for this Emperor, there was a part of her that felt defeated this entire time, having to turn these people down. Maybe likely candidates that could have, that could have done whatever standards needed to be met. But, the heart wants what the heart wants. Clarify the Tower. I'm just seeing people getting shut down, like left and right. The Page of Cups. Likely candidates. The Lovers. That still, like I said, they got turned down here. So, what's supposed to happen with this couple then, Spirit? They're obviously wanting to be connected as opposed to yesterday. This couple has been looking to have this new beginning here. So what's supposed to be happening? Is there a possibility of a reconciliation happening here, or what? Because I haven't seen it yet. I see the Five of Swords. I see a lot of tension. I see a lot of telepathic communication. I see a lot of energy, but I'm not seeing much being done with it. What's to happen here, Spirit? Give me some more, please. Oh, Pisces, the King of Wands. Is this... They're sure. Finally. Okay, remember we were talking about somebody just having to be themselves. Okay, being able to trust themselves, to act accordingly. Okay, or to allow things to unfold in a natural way, at a natural pace. Okay, so here you are, King of Wands. You have the floor. This is who you naturally are. So it shouldn't be nothing different from what you always do. Shouldn't be nothing different. You got the High Priestess here backing you up. Your intuition is already on point. All you got to do is go over. All you got to do is go over there and say, woo-doo, woo-doo, woo-doo. So, the Queen of Swords. And here's this person. Slice them and dice them. Um, here's the Empress. Okay. I see the Knight of Cups. I see the Magician. I also see the Empress coming in with this Queen of Swords energy. The Ten of Pentacles. Not taking anything less than the best, like I said. Okay. All right. Give me one more. The Ace of Pentacles. I know that's right. So I see clearly a reconciliation here. Oh, and a harmonious one. Okay. Both parties fully understand what's needed on both sides to maintain and sustain, I'm guessing. So we have a bond, we have a pair, we have a match. The Magician. Now we can get cooking. The past chapter, the past, I don't want to say it's just forgiven and forgotten, but it's really not a factor at this time, for how this is supposed to come together. It is not a factor at this time for how this is supposed to come together. It's already together. Clarify the Magician, the world. It's already together. Now it's just mending and molding and sculpting as the time goes on with what they have. We have the world here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That's that hard work. And the Hermit out here, which is dedicated time, effort, and energy. This could be getting to know each other, seeing each other through the seasons. I keep hearing the ups and downs, which is the same thing as seeing each other through the seasons. I'm also seeing a seesaw. But yeah, after a period of, the Queen of Wands is there. After a period of separation, after a period of no contact, even maybe, someone has really been able to like get their life together, get their life in order, to really prepare, and get out of their head about this and get into their heart about it all, and I feel like it really did take a while for someone to do this, because they were so used to doing something so long for I guess they were so used to doing something for so long that when it came time for them to get into a relationship, they just completely overthought it. Like, they just completely overthought the whole process. Yeah. But we have the Death card, we have the Strength card, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, King of Swords, Temperance. The Five of Swords doesn't really go. But this just talks about a trial and tribulation that had to be overcame in this relationship. They stayed loyal to one another throughout the entire time, even though there was a lot of uncertainty, even though there was a lot of like clouded judgment throughout this entire process. They both already knew in their hearts that they were going to be together. It was just about the foundation of it, the structure, being legit and not some type of illusion or delusion. Both parties really had to consent, I guess, to the path and journey. I'm picking up on the contract, like remembering the contract, or at least having one. The Three of Cups, having a legit one, having something legit. All right. The Devil is out here instead of just going off of a whim. Is there anything else? I don't really think I need anything else for this collective. But I'm happy for this couple coming back together. Damn, is that a test? Straight out the gate. Let's see. That is a test. I do see testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this really a divine couple? It is. Y'all know they got to get them tests in, but it's gonna be short and quick and simple. Don't make it longer than what it have to be. Don't make it harder than what it have to be. I do see some tests straight out the gates. Okay, but that is to be expected with the given history that they had. There was going to be some trials and tribulations that was, some dedicated time, effort, and energy to prior trials and tribulations before they could really get going into the future. It's just that they had to both have enough to give. You can't give nothing if you can't give if your cup is empty. So, assess, address, heal, fix, all of that. The Hangman is out here, but the Eight of Wands is right there. It's a short wait, a short process, a short journey, a short feat. to overcome these problems and these challenges. Thankfully for the two of these people, two heads are far better than one, and they have decided to become one. All right, guys, if you guys need to book me for a reading, please be sure to do so. All of my private readings are done same day. I love you, love you, love you so much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I hope to see you guys. Oh, I might be on here later tonight to do some free readings. So you guys should totally subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, I will be back on here later, guys. I will be back on here later. Just wanted to pop over and do a quick little read. I love you lots.